Alright. Those two runs were absolutely fantastic there from Final Flame. We have two more runs left for day one of Launch Party 2022. We've got Star Fox 64, Redline from SilentHero. Of course, that is now Redline because y'all donated. We also have Final Fantasy X2 HD PC 80% coming up as well straight after that, with the incentive of Final Fantasy Duet. That's still got quite a bit to go. We've got $220 left to hit. Got a couple of hours to hit that. So if you want to get involved in that, and we can close out the day with all of the incentives match, you can type in !donate into the chat. The link will be there. We've got some time to do it, so you don't need to roll them in nice and fast. We can take our time with this one. While I still have you all here, we are, of course, raising money for Save the Children today. Just remember that, every dollar counts when it comes to raising money for charity. And I know everyone says it, but no one gives the evidence, No one goes, hey, this is what you do with your money. Well, when it comes to Save the Children, every dollar can provide 4 children with treatment against pneumonia, one of the top 5 killers of kids under the age of 5, and $30 can buy malaria pills for 50 children or help secure better healthcare, safe shelter, and legal services for a survivor of gender-based violence. Also, while I've still got you all here with me today, I don't know if many of you guys know, but we have a little YouTube channel out here at SpeedDocs. It's a great YouTube channel. You should go subscribe. I've subscribed. You should too. There's some really good videos there. It's pretty much all just world record progression histories. There's some good twists and turns that can happen in some of these games. There's a video that came out today. Exclamation mark YouTube if you want to take a look. Jak 2. Jak 2 is a very fun game. It's one of my favorite PS2 games of all time. And I think it might be my favorite Jak game that ever came out. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good video. It's starting to do really well. It's a very fun watch. If you have a bit of an hour to spare after the runs today, feel free to take a look. Feel free to chill out, get some popcorn. It's a very good watch. I like it a lot. We also have the Patreon. It's a very well kept secret, but we're doing is pretty cool. Help the SpeedDocs team with your $1, $3, and $5 support. Every video released by going to patreon.com/SpeedDocs or typing in exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. Hey, Nightbot, you know when I give you a command, you should give me the message that I'm expecting, please. Just a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Nightbot is sleeping. Nightbot is definitely sleeping. He's on smoke break. Oh, he's gone on smoker. He's gone all the way out. And he said, "Leave me alone. I'm on smoker today." So we're gonna give Nightbot a bit of a break, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Speed Dogs merch. If you like what we do here and you like to help us make the next event bigger and better, you can support us by checking out the Speed Dogs store. Extra small to 5XL men's, women's fits with the EU and US fulfillment centers, so you don't have to wait too long to get your order. There's some really good merch on there from the fishing jamboree that we had a couple of months ago. Beautiful fishing merch, and looks absolutely beautiful. There's some really nice mugs, there's some hats. I think there's hats, there's shirts, a lot of shirts. They're very comfy. If you would like one of them, you can go to speeddogs.tv. And while we've been here, we've had $10 here from Faye Witchka. Thank you very much for that. And just breaking news here, we've had $25 from Mama CJ. Says, "Thank you, Chris, for all the great runs over the years. Hope you enjoy your retirements." Yes, unfortunately, Mr. SilentHero is retiring from speedrunning. So, we got to send him off with a bit of a bang. And that brings us up to $465 raised on day one. It's day one. We've still got 3 days left of the marathon. Okay, holy damn! I think CJ might have a camera installed in my room here, because right as I left, we just had $150 roll in from the man himself, CJitsallGewd, who says, "Chris, thank you for everything over the years, and I'm happy that we get to be the place you retire from speedrunning." It's a beautiful, beautiful moment, and that brings us up to $615 day one of launch party. That is absolutely massive. CJ, thank you so much for that. And again, Chris, we're gonna miss you. You're a good friend of the show. But hey, we'll still have you around to chat. It's an absolutely monumental donation. It's actually the biggest that we've had so far. Whew. Maybe someone can top that tomorrow. All right, my good friends. You've heard my voice for the last couple of hours, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to go for today, but I will see you tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to leave you all in the wonderful hands, once again, of the man, the myth, the legend, the one who just donated $150. It's a CJ. It's all good.
Thank you, Clocky. It is still your birthday in America land for 49 minutes. I hope you enjoy every 49 minutes of it. Thank you to everybody who's been here. We've had a hell of a day one. We've had a ton of runs. We've had a ton of firsts, and we had a world record to start the day. And now it is time for Silent Hero's retirement party. So, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. We are capping off day one. Honestly, just the best way to cap off day one. We get to go a little bit down memory road. You know, we get to see two really fun games that have, you know, emotional attachments for us at Speed Docs, and you know, we get to be a part of the saying goodbye process to someone who's been really important to the Speed Docs community at large. So, yeah, I mean, just really great, really special night. CC will be joining me for the Final Fantasy X2 run. But without any further ado, we're going to take one quick pause for the cause. We're going to take a moment to pay the bills. We're going to keep the lights on. When we come back, we are going to be live with Star Fox 64. You wanted to see it. The Red Line.
I am a daughter, I am a cousin, I am a sister, I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, I am a member of Junior League of Memphis. I am a community servant. I love to give back, and I want to be able to plant seeds for the future. What drew me to Save the Children is the impact that they're making in the communities in the Mississippi Delta. The rural areas which are least talked about, there are people who need the support. And that's what we do in the Delta. When people blow their horn, you just wave. You may not know them. That's what we do in the Delta. What people don't always realize with Save the Children is that we help people in our backyards, in our rural communities. After George Floyd's death, Save the Children made a commitment to improve the Black communities, and that was the opportunity for the BLACKEAG, acronym for Brave Leaders Advancing Culture and Knowledge, to be a resource for Save the Children. What I value the most about the EAG is it provides us the opportunity to build relationships with other individuals within Save the Children and come up with great events such as Tony's Barbershop like we're doing today. It's just a great opportunity to be around fellow members of your community that have the same values and vision that you do.
It is time. Hello, everyone. It is the start of a retirement party back-to-back doubleheader. I'm going to start this off real quick, in appropriate fashion. This train has no brakes. This is the highway to the end of day one of launch party. Obviously, we have, the red panda himself in the flesh. SilentHero, what's going on?
I am here, my friend. It has been a long road to get here, but we made it, and I am ready to close this thing out. Not only the first day, but of my speedrunning career in style.
And in style, it shall be, for sure. We are playing the red line, which, as I revealed to the people, I said this would be a funny way to give you an incentive. But he didn't actually know how to do the blue line. So y'all really made me scared because we've never missed an incentive before, but y'all got close.
Got down to the wire, and I was just like glaring at CJ through Discord like, you did this.
I laid down and said I wasn't getting up until we hit the incentive, and then we did. And that's why we were late. Okay, so we're going to get into all the specifics of the run, but you give me a countdown and we'll get this party started.
All right, well, fortunately, the timer actually starts when I have control of the R-Wing, so I can always get into the menus and everything right here. So what I'll do is I'll start the mission, give a countdown, skip the cutscene, and then timer will start.
Sounds good.
All right. Good luck. Always got to get the good luck. All right, time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we are off to the races. The proverbial races, as it were.
Don't mess up that R-Wing.
Oh, we're going to mess it up. We're going to mess it up big time. The beauty of speedrunning Star Fox is a lot of it is being pacifist. Just taking time to shoot things is slow.
Yeah, exactly, right? You gotta go fast, you gotta conserve your ammo.
In addition to that, as I'm glad I have you on the mic because you'll understand this being a Pokemon Snap Runner. Yes, this is an auto-scroller. How do you speedrun an auto-scroller? Well, we have a boost button. It lets us go faster. You can see in the top right underneath my life count a blue bar that allows me to boost. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to use all of the boost because it has a recharge time. So I want to get it like down to about 3/4 and then let off so it recharges faster and I can do it again.
So you want to edge your boost.
Exactly. You don't ever want to go full tilt. You got to edge it. Make it be a good little boost bar.
All right. So for red line, you have to go. It's the hardest line in the game.
Correct, yes. Red line is basically the expert difficulty, as it were, where we're taking the hardest planets and doing the hardest levels.
And so there are certain conditions, because some people don't know, I didn't actually ever do the red line as a kid, because I couldn't actually do this on a regular basis, but there's a series of conditions that you have to meet in order to get this. You have to save Falco, because Falco will die there normally if you don't bail him out. And then you have to go through all of those arches. And if you do that, Falco will be like, go right! Through that waterfall! And then that brings up the alternate boss for, I think this level is called Corneria.
Correct.
Yeah, so this is the alternate boss for this section.
The true boss, as it were.
Yes.
But you'll notice periodically I am going into the cockpit view. That's not just for my health. As anyone that speedruns anything on the N64, your ultimate speed tech is lag reduction. The more things that I can get off of the screen in a visual space, the faster the game will run. Because God bless the N64, but it plays most games at half the speed of smell.
And you know, smell is always preceded by, what is that smell?
Exactly. So unfortunately, I've got to look away from a lot of the really cool explosions and effects because it brings the game to a screeching halt.
It's funny, one, because you're playing in Japanese, but two, because you're playing the red line. I've memorized almost all the dialogue, but for the blue line. So I have all of that burned into my brain.
Nice.
And it's playing for me, but I don't know where to go, and I have
You're
nothing.
hearing the English dialogue over top of the Japanese vocals.
Yeah, you're becoming more like your father.
Yeah, this was a last-second decision. It doesn't save any time to play in Japanese. I just had the Japanese cart, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna play in Japanese.
I can't imagine it would save any time.
There's some debate that some of the text boxes go faster, but it's like so negligible.
And I would like to correct you. This game is an on-rail shooter. So it's not an auto-scroller, you see, because you have the boost.
Oh, did I say auto-scroller? I meant
Yeah.
to say on-rail shooter. Yeah,
There you go.
you caught me slipping.
I caught you. You know, don't worry. I got your crown for you here, King.
Thank you.
Picked it up for you. Yeah.
Now,
You know, one of the.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Please.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say, continuing from the having to meet criteria to stay on red line, Sector Y has actually a kill criteria, whereas I said previously that we don't really shoot a whole lot in red line. In Sector Y, we will, because we need to finish the stage with 100 kills in order to stay on red line.
Yes. So something else that I think is really interesting, you can actually see the game is lagging a little bit here. These big textures, plus the stuff going on. You can see like the active shooting. I mean, the game, God bless it, nothing tries harder, but the game is riding the struggle bus. There's actually there was, at least at one point, I used to very long time ago, used to do some high score runs for for Star Fox 64, and there actually is some really cool high score strategies on this stage.
High scores that's a wholly separate category, but it is a lot of fun. It even has like a pretty unique route too, because
Yeah, it does.
you know, different stages have, you know, entirely different kill counts on them. Like you go to Fortuna, you're getting 50, and that's the best that you can pull off.
Oh yeah.
Whereas like a Sector X, you can easily just casually pull in like 300.
You know, it's interesting how, in two different regards, you can push this game in two very different directions.
And that's why I think even though it is, you know, an on-rail shooter, it does actually make for a good speed game.
Yeah, because this game is hard. like, you know, I challenge anybody to actually to play because you know he's making it look easy. Like I said, this is the hard mode, and this is the second level. This is the second level.
Yeah, it's gonna get much worse than this.
The second level in the other one is a fucking asteroid field. It's just a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, Redline, it's an active war zone.
All range mode. I don't even know what the boss is for Sector Y.
It's a couple of mobile suits, actually. So if you're familiar with Gundam at all,
I was just gonna say that's so Gundam.
we have to destroy 2 of the little baby Gundams, and then like the basically Master Gundam is gonna show up. Now these things like to skirt around. This is one of the bigger RNG parts. Because we're in all range mode, and what that means is I have full control. It's no longer a rail shooter. Like I'm just maneuvering in a 3D space.
Yeah. I just want to throw this out there. If anybody is willing to donate $5, I will drop one of my some of my favorite Star Fox English voice lines.
Please do, because I want to hear these.
Oh my god, they're so fun. There's God. I remember when one time I was talking to CC, one of the first times I ever talked to CC, I was just rattling off all of the voice lines from Star Fox 64. He's like, how do you remember all of these?
Yeah, that's every aspect of this game is just burned into my cerebral cortex. I played it so much as a kid. It was one of my favorite games of all time.
It also has this, like, it's a holdover from, you know, like, arcade games at the time. It is very arcade. There is no saving.
You beat it in one sitting, or you don't beat it at all.
Yeah, it's so unforgiving, especially for compared to the other games at that time. There's no do-overs. If you die, you wipe. That's it.
And
Start over.
There are no continues either. Like, if you are out of lives, it's game over. You can't earn continues, nothing.
I think you can only earn X amount of lives, too. Like, it's very limited.
Yep, you get lives based on your kill count at the end of a stage.
Mm-hmm. So, this is a super unique mission, I think. And is probably one of the coolest things about Redline, is you get to fly the actual ship.
Yeah, we are completely underwater in the submarine blue. I think it's called the Blue Marine.
Yeah.
It's the only mission in the game where you get to use this ship.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, like you get to be in this little submarine thing, and it's a miniature version of the ship. You know.
Yeah, it looks just like the Gray Fox. This is also, unfortunately, the laggiest mission in the entire game because of all the particle effects and there are enemies everywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean the bit rate on this particular level is you can count the black pixels.
Yeah.
It's working hard for you ladies and gentlemen.
So, a funny story, I actually have an overclocked N64. Don't ask how I got my hands on one. That I use for like playing multiplayer games like Perfect Dark and Super Smash Brothers without, you know, without the games being just absolutely miserable to play. I turned it on for this mission just to see if it would help, and it even that didn't help. It still plays like crap.
You know, it's so funny because if you I think the famous example of the game that was too big for the N64, I think the big one that everyone thinks of is you know, Donkey Kong 64. And they had to bundle with the game an extra 4 megabytes of RAM.
Yep.
4 megabytes. right?
Back when that
Like,
was a big deal, right?
that was a big deal. Yeah,
Like,
of
now
course.
that's nothing. Then that was huge.
Now Windows 10 uses 4 gigabytes. Just the operating system.
Just to exist.
Just to exist. Yeah, it's one of the things that. All right, we lost you for a second. We're back.
Are we good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
It was, yeah.
Okay, it wasn't on
SRT.
my end.
SRT is a blessing.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, I know, right? I have to use it on my stream. We do an SRT hop so that I can stream.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But no, like it's funny because the computers at work, I had to start telling them, like, listen, every computer needs at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. And I told that to them in 2018. And they didn't listen. They weren't listening to me. I'm like, no, this operating system takes 4 gigs, bro.
Well, there's also
just a loading.
There's a huge difference between minimum specifications and recommended.
Oh yeah. And Windows 11's gonna need 16. Like,
My
just
God.
Spoiler alert, because that thing is boo-boo.
I've not upgraded, and I kind of am too afraid to.
It turns your desktop into your phone.
Ew.
It makes it a mobile app. So, you know, it's rough. But just Outlook. Just Outlook and Windows.
We are up to the boss of Aquas, and this is Spam City, baby. I have a fraction of health because I took a bunch of damage.
It's a clam!
It is. It is a clam. We have to open this mother up so we can shoot the eyeball.
Oh, it kind of looks like Goma.
And basically, same premise. But first, we have to destroy these pillars. I have to shoot them enough with the regular laser that they turn rainbow, and then I have to hit them with a missile before it decides to close. I have to do this all with, like, the fart of health that I have.
Yo, hitless?
Are we gonna go hitless? Alright.
You got it.
I'm gonna go focus mode, so I'll let you handle the comms.
Yep. You know, Orcris in chat saying, you know, dating himself by saying he used to rent this game from Blockbuster. Chat, tell me the game you remember renting from Blockbuster. What was the game, your go-to? I remember I wanted to rent Diddy Kong Racing and instead got the Beetle Adventure game. Beetle Adventure Racing.
You got a better
By the
game.
way, that game is tight. Me and my sister used to play hide and seek in that joint. Oh my god, you did it.
I'm the GOAT, man.
That was pretty cool.
Also, didn't bring up that there was any optional thing that we needed to do to stay on Redline, because you can't. Finishing the stage in Aquas will continue on Redline. There's no optional objective to meet.
Yeah, because it's such a one-on-one mission, right?
I guess they figured if you got here and this mission's hard enough that it just survive, that'll be good. Now the next mission is a pain in the ass to stay on Redline.
Yeah, what is the optional objective for the next mission?
So the next planet is Zonus, or the Trash Planet. And it's got these searchlights all over, and I have to destroy all of the searchlights, or else I cannot continue on Redline. I miss even a single searchlight, it boots me down.
RIP. Let's see, we got some Pokemon Snap, and we get Tony Hawk on N64, Tomb Raider. Yeah, that's some pretty good. There's Mario Party 3's in there, yeah.
It's a good list.
Yeah. So we didn't have a lot of games early on, so the games I remember renting were really early into the N64's life cycle.
I strangely don't remember renting a lot of N64 games. Super Nintendo, I rented Final Fight 2 all the time. because it was one of the games that Mom would play with me.
Me Madre would play Pokemon Puzzle League.
Wow. Of all the games, I was not expecting Puzzle League.
She, she got it. She liked it. She was into it. Oh, the cat.
Yep. And that's her name, too.
Hey! I played this whole game as a kid. Over and over and over again. I didn't know this was a character. I didn't know this was a real character.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a picture of this character on DeviantArt and just assumed it was fan art.
Wow. Did you know about Bill?
No.
Bill the Bulldog? Fox's friend?
Nope.
Yep, that's on Yellow Line, which isn't a full category because there's not enough planets to make Yellow Line.
Yeah, I never saw Bill. I'm learning about Bill for the first time right now. Actually.
Wow.
You're inviting this into my site.
So what you're saying is we got to play some Star Fox together.
I gotta get better at the game. I'm like nervous. I'm like making sure you're hitting all the searchlights.
And meanwhile, I'm just kind of like going off muscle memory.
I'm like, oh my god, he almost missed one. No, he got it. Okay, good. Oh my god, there's one over there. Oh, he got that one.
So my first big secret is that, I was running this game in Japanese. My second big secret is that I did not derust.
Don't do this to me.
At all. Did not.
Did you derust Final Fantasy?
Hell no, son.
We're going in raw, boys.
You gave me the close spot, and I was like, oh shit, I know what I'm doing.
Nothing. I got a Dalmatian, and I can still get high.
Like, this is my retirement party, and I'm gonna throw the biggest bash.
Your feet are just in a pool of ice.
Basically. Alright, that is all searchlights.
I'm like half a step behind you, so you said that, and I'm like, you missed one!
Yeah, I think Shuli in chat's mentioning when I did this for Ika-Aid, which was just an emergency pullout because Ika-Aid just kept going.
Yeah, no one wanted Ika-Aid to end. And
like, donations kept pouring in, and it was just an emergency call to arms. Who is available right now and can speedrun anything? And I was like, I got Star Fox.
Yeah, you whipped that out. We did. We had emergency Hollow Knight too. We had a bunch. We had a bunch of stuff. Can you farm bombs here?
You can, infinitely, yes. Because the only way to damage this boss is to hit it with bombs.
Oh, that's nice that they at least let you farm them then.
Yep, it's so all of the cannonballs will drop bombs. I think Potato called that out in chat to be an Among Us streamer just because it is well known within the never-ending circle that I hate Among Us. It is well known. But yet CJ will, without fail, when they need a player, hey buddy.
Yeah. I do that. I'm pretty shameless about it. Shuli, no, Shuli, you don't like it because you don't like people yelling. That's not why he doesn't like it. Shuli goes full on Ice Climber's Panic.
I saw her do the dance in my head just now to that.
Yeah.
It's a cool explosion, but unfortunately. Cockpit cam, look away.
She gets scared and anxious and then votes off whoever's the one yelling. Even when I'm like, don't kill me, I'm innocent!
I didn't do it!
So I realized this and just went full I went full on with it. I was just like, I'm just gonna be super mean to her the whole time. It had mixed results.
I can see that.
It had one of our most beloved bits that I'm not allowed to say on the air.
Some of our best bits.
And that horrible act of child abuse became one of our most beloved family traditions. That's a good old Simpsons quote for you.
You have a million of them. I've never met someone that has a Simpsons quote for any situation.
Yeah, that was from the episode where they did behind the music, but it was behind the laughter. It was a behind the music parody.
For Krusty?
No, for The Simpsons. They did a tongue-in-cheek in season 9, or at the end of season 8. They did a tongue-in-cheek behind the laughter episode.
Wow.
And it was really good. Yeah. It was like a fictitious He's like, we never saw families like us on television. And then Homer immediately goes into like an I Love Lucy canned, campy, like, oh, my boss is coming to dinner. Mamma mia! Dad, you're putting too much soap in the washer. Mamma mia! Simpson, where's my dinner?
That's pretty great.
It's pretty funny how fast Dad abandoned his vision for a realistic sitcom.
Alright, Sector Z. I gotta corral him back in or he'll talk Simpsons all night. Sector Z, you notice I'm just kind of flying around killing time. It's in a full mission that's all range mode, so it's basically just kind of a wave survival. The mission itself is on a timer, and I forget like how many seconds or minutes or whatever into the mission. These missiles start appearing, and they're headed right for our flagship. And if any of these missiles hit the flagship, it's mission over, and not only do we get dropped off of red line, it drops us all the way to blue line. So the penalty for failure here is very high.
How many missiles do they fire?
There are 6 missiles. You get, and they come in waves. There's 3 waves. The first wave is just a single missile. Wave 2 is 2 missiles, and the third wave is 3 missiles.
Do you encounter Star Wolf on the red line?
We do. We fight the expert version of Star Wolf in their upgraded ships, and that fight sucks. In addition, we have to do that before fighting true Andross. That's all one stage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, it's brutal.
Just as a reminder, folks, if you donate at least $5, I will do my favorite Star Fox English voice lines. We have, a little bit left in this, Oh, Cat's back.
Yep, if you met a special wingman throughout the course, they will join you in this fight. So if you did Yellow Line and met Bill and made your way to Sector Z, Bill will join you for the last wave of missiles. But if you're going for all metals runs, it sucks.
Yeah.
A feature to this game that allows you to unlock even harder difficulty is to get medals on all of the planets. And to get a medal, there's a kill threshold for every mission. And you have to make it through the mission without any of your wingmen dying. And you have to hit the kill threshold. And you have to do that for every planet to unlock expert difficulty. And on this mission, the kill count is really tight. And what happens is, your wingmen will shoot their wimpy little ass lasers, and if their laser is the one that destroys the missile, which gives you most of the points in the stage, then you don't get the credit for it. And it's a run ender.
There she goes. I like how her backdrop is pink. We
Right.
didn't get it. A pink cat and a pink ship. We needed the reinforcement.
Just in case you needed to know, she is a girl. And I love the forbidden romance between the cat and the bird.
Oh, that's a forbidden fruit.
They knew what they were doing.
That's some Sylvester and Tweety shipping. Wait, all of your wingmen are still alive?
They are. So there is really advanced tech where you keep your wingmen dead because it's less things on screen. They have less chatter at the end of missions. But I don't really go for that strat because it means there's more things shooting at me. And it makes Redline even harder, especially in these later missions.
All right, we're now on the satellite. I've done the other one.
Ah, the easy satellite. Yeah, this stage is rough. It is just a never-ending onslaught of enemies from all angles. And I'll go ahead and say it now, just so it's out in the open. If any of you have photosensitivity issues, the boss of this stage is not your friend.
That is correct. Yes, I remember this. So, if you have, or anyone in your immediate vicinity that might be looking at your screen in the next 5 minutes, has a form of photosensitive epilepsy, or honestly, whether or not you don't, and you just want to look away, we'll let you know.
Yeah, it kind of hurts my eyes, and I don't have any kind of photosensitivity.
Yeah, it hurts me too. I vaguely remember this.
But if you're brave, the optional challenge is to stare directly into the middle of the screen. And don't blink.
You're awful. You want everyone to go blind with you?
Hey, I gave the warning first. I know there's some challenge mode gamers out there.
I remember that guy.
The last line has been breached. Dang. Deploy it now. Didn't even have to pay $5 for that one. That's just burned into my skull. It's also the only mission where Great Fox will actually take an active combat role and shoot down some of these flagships.
Isn't the name of the robot Rob?
Rob 64.
Yeah. Falco is in the docking bay.
Pepe's ship is in the docking bay.
You know, I tried to bait people with the donuts and it didn't work, so now I'm just gonna do it.
Just do it.
Andross's enemy is my enemy. Uncle Andross.
That actually is a really cool fun fact from Lucian in chat. If you're not familiar with Japan having two writing systems that they use, hiragana and katakana. So the gimmick with this boss is I have to shoot the arms, and then it'll do a wave of just launching crap at me. I get through that, it'll open up, and then I destroy the energy balls, repeat until I can destroy the shield in the middle, and I can actually damage the boss.
All right, and like we said, if you don't want your eyes to hurt tomorrow,
Yo, let's go! Quick kill. Sorry. that's really hard to time. Especially when you've not derusted. All right, this is look away if you value your eyes. If you want a challenge, stare straight ahead.
I went to look away, but I looked into my other monitor instead. The stream was up. Who thought that was a good idea?
All right, we lay into this mother. And one cycle, let's go.
Ew. That was like the episode of Pokemon with the Porygon.
The Porygon episode?
And the lightning strikes and the bazooka. It's like, who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Especially for Japanese kids that sit 3 inches away from the screen after an already stressful workday.
Yeah, the kids go to work.
They do, man. Cram school.
Yeah.
All right, no bones, no bullshit. This next stage is the final stage, and it is hard. Like I said, we've got to go through Advanced Star Wolf and then True Andross, like all in one swoop. They learned how to barrel roll. They learned how to do U-turns.
Star Wolf already dead?
Yeah, we killed Wolf immediately.
I've never killed any of them that fast ever.
I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm actually kind of putting on a fucking clinic right now.
I'm aware.
I don't know that I've ever...
I am the Green Leon!
I don't think I have ever killed Wolf that fast. Flawless. Let's go. Okay, you see how my kill count is red now? That means I've met the requirements for a medal.
Hey, let's go.
Uncle Andorf. Alright, now we just need a good true Andross. If I fucking PB on a D-Rust...
What is your PB?
I don't even remember.
Alright, we're gonna look it up.
I said it at DreamHack, so that's been a long time ago.
You said it at DreamHack?
Yep, DreamHack Atlanta.
3703 is your PB.
I have no idea what the clock is at. Don't tell me.
All right. Nobody tell him, Chad.
No cycle. Oh god, this part's scary. Close your eyes, CJ.
Oh, what the hell is going on?
Oh my god, I got insta-kill on the eyes? What is this? Teleport, you big bitch. Got it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right, we just got to escape from Venom. This is not even kidding the best run I have ever had. And it's a D-Rust. This is a D-Rust, boys.
This is really good.
Father?
I'm absorbed.
All right, so time stops when we escape from Venom. The camera will change. And that's time. Also, I love that we have to follow our dad out to may or may not be a fever dream. We don't really know. And he definitely takes a completely different fucking path than we went in.
Oh, 100%.
Whoops. A little too close to the wall there. All right, we're approaching the tunnel. Get ready on time. Time.
That's a 38-22 there, boss.
Wow.
That's really good. That's really good.
We shaved a few minutes off the old PB there.
That was pretty good.
I'll raise a bottle of water to that.
Oh, hell yeah!
What was my PB again? Oh, like the old one? It's like 40 something?
No, okay. No, it's the 3703 you have.
Okay.
No, it's really good though. You know. This run.
Right.
Yeah. No, that was pretty crazy.
I'm proud of that one. That was fun. That
was good. Ever. Oh my god. For a random D-Rust. You had to do the whole underwater level with one fart of health, so you know.
Yep. Of course, that's kind of how you have to beat Aquas, honestly.
All right, so we are going to go back. We're going to take one more quick pause for the cause. We're going to pay some bills, keep the lights on. Don't go touching that dial. We'll be back. We'll be getting set up for the last run of the night and for Chris's career. Final Fantasy X-2. Stay tuned.